And how has your experience been in France in terms of like adapting to the culture?
I like France, but France it's very complicated. You know, by my opinion, it's have this great balance between freedom and some rules.
How does that compare to like Russian culture?
Yeah, we have a huge difference here. In Russia we have strong law right now, so I can't freely speaking about all of this situation. Even if in Russia you call what happened in Ukraine like war, it can be a reason for judge you and go to the prison. I'm really sorry about my English, because
No,
it's
don't worry.
terrible. Yeah, I know. Sorry.
No, don't worry. Your English is good. It's good. Yeah. I mean, you speak a lot of languages, I would imagine, right? How many languages do you speak?
I speak Russian, of course, Ukrainian. I a little bit English, and right now I learn French. And a little bit, but it's kind of a couple of phrases. It's Serbian and Georgian, but it's only to buy coffee, not as much.
Yeah, but that's something though. I mean, that's very impressive. I mean, as an English speaker, you know, we're not really known for learning a lot of other languages, and so for me, that's very impressive that you speak so many. Because I know how hard it is too to learn different languages. So your English is good. Don't even worry about it.
Thank you.
Why don't we go back to your kind of origin story? Where are you from originally? Where did you grow up?
I born in USSR, and I grew up in the 90s in Russia, Saint Petersburg. It's kind of European city in Russia. So my childhood was half in Russia and half in Ukraine, because I have relatives and a lot of friends from there. Yeah.
So you spent some time in Russia and then some time in Ukraine. Where did you spend the most time, or was it pretty much
Russia?
Russia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Russia.
Other than Ukraine, did you go to other countries too? Like, did your family go on vacation to like Germany or something like that, or other places?
Yeah, of course. I think from 18, I start to when I have opportunity when I was have opportunity to moving abroad. First country was Finland, because it's 6 hours by the car and you are in this country. Yeah, it's pretty much close. Sweden, yeah. Tallinn, Latvia, Litva, so all this Baltic region. And one of the time I go into Africa, Morocco, just for looking this place and try to understand how these people live. I was studying at this time. Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. So would you say that you are like an internationally minded person? You've always been interested in that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and I actually have some relatives in United States. So yeah, we was in contact. Even right now, we talk. So yeah, I think I have this open mind.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess you also had the exposure to different countries as a kid, because right from the beginning you were between two countries. You were between Russia and Ukraine, right?
Yeah.
So do you feel like that maybe taught you about different cultures at a younger age than some people?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
And like as a kid, did you see Russia and Ukraine as like very different cultures? Or
No.
because you grew up with both,
No.
did they seem like just normal to you?
I see some little difference. Yes, of course, we have it. But in my childhood, at that time, not much time spent from the end of USSR, and this part of USSR with the same people, with the same culture. So I think 25 years ago it was pretty much the same. Yeah, some kind of difference it was, but not this huge. Right now, yeah. Right now I see, and we have a lot of difference in mentality, in political view. Huge difference.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you're saying that like it was all a part of the USSR during that time when you were a kid.
Yeah.
So it was, yeah, it wasn't seen necessarily as a different place because it was underneath the same banner of USSR. Yeah, right. And there were lots of countries under that banner, right? There was like, you know, it was Russia was even bigger than it is now during that time, right?
Yeah, it was communist bloc, I think. Maybe this correct name for this. Yeah, and it was Serbia, it was Latvia, kind of Poland. So yeah, it was huge.
Yeah, and it's interesting. Sometimes if I talk to people, and I'll ask them like here in Canada, you know, oh, where are you from? Especially if they're like a little bit older, they might say like, oh, I'm from the USSR.
Yeah.
and then I'm thinking like, well, what country is that? That could be almost anywhere. Like today there's like, you know, 10 countries or whatever that could fall into that category. And it's like, well, what does that mean? And so this one guy that I talked to, I think he actually was from, I want to say Serbia maybe. But that's how he said where he was from. He said USSR. And is that like a normal thing for people to do?
Sometimes.
Because you said that as well at the beginning. You said you were from USSR.
It depends with what person we talk, because I think it can be helpful to understand something about my age and something about what part of history I know and what I see. Yeah, like. But if I talk with someone from Russia, Ukraine, or Belarus right now, Serbia, I just say I was born in Saint Petersburg, and they understand exactly where it is, and it's not necessary to something explaining. Yeah,
you have like a shorthand with other. You know, like Eastern European people, they understand. You don't.
It's a collective trauma, I think.
Sure. Yeah.
So we understand each other a little bit better when we show this background.
There is this kind of stereotype that I've heard about Russian people, and I mean, I would even say like Eastern European people in general, that they're very kind of stoic, very serious people. And I've heard people say that is because of this collective trauma that so many people went through in that part of the world.
Yeah.
Do you think that is a fair way to describe? First of all, do you think that Russian people are like that, as in very serious?
No.
It's just a stereotype.
It's a stereotype. It's Russia is huge. Actually, it's huge, and if we take two people, one from Moscow, Saint Petersburg, and one from Khabarovsk, I don't know, near China somewhere, it will be two different person with two different mindset, and because of how huge it is, and because of difference between big cities and small village, it can be very strong difference. So if you talk with somebody from Saint Petersburg, it will be more polite culture, because it's our how to say king about culture. So some people from Moscow, they more business maybe mindset. Yeah, it's not all Russians the same. No, for sure.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think that sometimes we forget how big Russia is. I mean, it's the biggest country in the world, and so of course it's going to have a lot of variation between people. Yeah, I mean, I think something that's interesting about Russia too is like where it's situated in the world, like how it's in Asia and in Europe at the same time, and so there's more like variance, I think, in culture. Like in Canada, like Canada's I think we're the second largest country in the world. And we have different cultures, of course, and we have, different cultures with indigenous people in Canada. But we also have a lot of like the same throughout the country, especially with like people that came originally from Europe to Canada, like people like me, white Canadians. From one coast to another, the difference wouldn't be as radical as you'd see in Russia.
Yeah.
We don't have that much distinction between people, I think.
Historically, people in Canada, United States, it's all from Europe. And Russia, it's a huge mix of people from this place, and we have very bad time in Russian history. When Stalin just take all the people origins from some region like Caucasus and just put them to the Siberia, thousands of people. So yeah, it's very complicated for my country.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, with like being a country that has had so much like trauma over the years, I think that I'm sure that there are tons of Russians that go to different countries, right?
Yeah.
And probably have throughout all of time to escape those kinds of things. So how did that go for you in your story? Like as a kid, you said you did some traveling, you went to some different countries and stuff like that. But when did you live in a different country for the first time?
It was Georgia. It was Georgia in at the beginning of 2022. It was first country for me and my wife, just because we don't need visa in this country, because it's post-Sovietic and all of this. We don't need visa and we just go. And actually, this was great because Georgia is it's just I don't know how to say it's so beautiful. It's so open for strangers, and it in his culture, stranger is.
They welcome strangers.
They
don't make them feel bad.
They
don't make them feel like others.
Thank you. It's just like friend of the God, and they even if they don't know Russian or English and you can't communicate actually with these people, it's not problem. They just take you, sit to the table and start to eating, start to drink and sing some song. It's great. I love Georgia. But they don't give to Russian, Ukrainian and Belarusian people documents. So we can sit there and we can open business there. It's not problem. And actually in Georgia, you can open business with tax only 1%. 1%. Seriously.
Wow.
It's crazy. Yeah, if you work in IT or something like that, so you can work remotely. It's a great opportunity. And actually you can open it just for 3 days maybe. And you don't need to residence permit, nothing like that. And just 1%. Yeah. So maybe for someone it will be interesting. Guys, just check it. It's worth it. Yeah.
But you couldn't stay there permanently because they don't offer like residency to Russian people.
Yeah. I just for Russian, Ukrainian, Belarusian people, just they have this. I don't know. natural position. Just okay, you can stay, you can work, but we don't give you nothing. Yeah. So we start to think it's more than 1 year, like we here. So maybe we need to go somewhere where we can take these papers, and it can give me some stability and tranquility. So maybe it's possible. And we find Serbia, Belgrade. I have a lot of friends there, and we move there. But in Serbia we don't stay for a long time because they, how to say, it's a normal country, normal city, but not for me. And I understand that, and I start thinking, okay, where? I have residence permits, I can go to the consul, but where we go? And I start searching and find this program, Passport Talent, for people in France. And okay, I will try. I work in documentary production, and I have some achievements, so maybe it can be worked. So yeah, I just try, and yeah, they give me this type of visa, which was very surprised for me, because I don't think it's possible. But yeah, I don't. At this moment, I didn't know French, zero. But for this type of visa, you don't need to speak French. If you can somehow speak in English, it's enough.
And did you need to work in that industry in France to get the visa?
When you take this type of visa, you need to approve you have a project or some type of contract right now. So at this moment I have this offer, and they give me this type, but I can work in France only like professional in video or something like this, like artists or cameraman, you know.
That's what the visa's for. You couldn't work another job.
Yeah,
it has to be that.
Yeah. So right now I will change my job to video production and YouTube. We'll see.
Mm-hmm. When did you move to France? When did that happen? That you first arrived?
Year and 2 months ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So a little bit longer than you guys were in Georgia.
No, I think in Georgia we was for year and a half, maybe.
Okay.
And Serbia, it's like 8-9 months, and now we're here.
And now you said that Georgia, you really liked the people in Georgia. They were really friendly, very nice. You went to Serbia, wasn't necessarily what you were looking for.
Yeah.
How does France compare to those other places?
It's a good question. Really good question. I like France, but France is very complicated, and even if you in Paris and you go somewhere, different arrondissement, different part of the city have some sort of vibe or some sort of culture, and you actually can feel it. So if we go to the France, to the Marseille, it will be huge difference between Paris and Marseille and Lyon, this big country. But in general, I really love this country, and how it's, you know, by my opinion, it's have this great balance between freedom and some rules. And culture and politeness is great. It's what I like actually in culture. So I like it.
What part of France are you in?
I'm in Chartres. It's a city near to Paris, but not the Ile-de-France. So we are, I think, 1 hour from the Paris.
Okay. And have you guys spent the whole time there, living in that city?
Yeah. Most of the time we are here, but right now I looking for a car so we can traveling more and explore more this country. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, like, for you guys, the motivation to travel, what was that originally that made you think like, okay, let's go somewhere else? Was it all of the crazy stuff going on in Russia?
Yeah.
Was that it? Were you looking for an adventure, or what?
No,
what was the motivation?
we don't looking the adventure at this time. In Russia we have a strong law right now, so I can't freely speaking about all of this situation because I have relatives there in Russia right now. So even if in Russia you call what happened in Ukraine like war, it can be a reason for judge you and go to the prison for 5 years. So
Wow.
yeah, I can't say a lot what I actually think, but yeah, it was beginning this war in Ukraine. It was the reason why we moved, because I can't stay. I can't do nothing. I can go to the protests because it's illegal, and you just go to the prison. And at the same time, I understand I don't. By my principle, I can stay and just don't do anything. So we decide we need to move.
Yeah, that's a really hard position to be in, because moving to a different country is challenging. It really is. But if you go to a different country because you want to do that for fun, for some kind of cultural exchange, to learn a new language, whatever, that's one thing, because you're choosing to do that. But if you're essentially fleeing a country, or even for people that move to another country just for economic opportunity, they have to go through all of the same difficulty and culture shock, but it's not for fun, it's for life, and I think there's just a really different perspective in that, and I think it would be significantly harder to do what you're doing than it would be, I went to Colombia because, Colombia is a beautiful country and my wife is from there. That's a very different trip than what you guys are doing. So
thank you for
I have a lot of respect for that. That's tough.
Yeah.
That's really tough. And how has your experience been in France in terms of like adapting to the culture? You said that you like the freedom that France offers. I'm guessing that's probably something that you were looking for, coming from Russia. So that's a big bonus. What are some of the other kind of cultural things that you notice there?
Politeness in the society, how people, how they manage the time for life actually, and for vacances. All France in August just go to the vacances. Nobody work. Seriously, yeah, it's just what they prefer. It's what they try to do. Just live more, work enough. I can say they don't work. They work, but they don't go crazy about working. And if they have lunchtime, it's a job. By the law, you can't eat sandwich in your desk. You need to go.
Can't.
No, you can't. No, it's impossible. You need to go to the cafe and eat. So, yeah, it's kind of. it was crazy for me when I understand this. But right now, I understand it, and yeah, it's normal. It's great. These people have their values of living good life with high quality of life, and yeah, they love it, and they go to the protests for this, and it's very value for me and for society. It's great. Maybe how people communicate, strangers in the street. It's, you know, when we come to Paris year ago, it was in August, and we come to Paris, nobody meet us. We just knew address of my friends where we're going, and it was night, and we go in Paris first time of my life, yeah, and with suitcase and all of this, and we didn't understand where we need to go, and I see some people, kind of shady people, which looking like guy you will have some trouble. So and these guys just come to us and bonsoir, madame, monsieur, do you need some help? It was shocking for me because they look like gangsters, but they were so polite, and they just take our suitcase and show building where we need to go. It's crazy, and it's very valuable for me, this high level of culture.
And I think that some people will say, especially about Paris, that they, the Parisians can be a little bit rude. People say that, right? It's kind of a stereotype, yeah, but it sounds like that hasn't been your experience.
No, it's not my experience. They don't smile every minute. If we compare to some other culture like United States, for example, it's in the culture. You need to be smiling all the time. No matter what you think, no matter how you feel, just smile and be pleasant. Parisians, no, if they don't wanna, they didn't do it. I think it's a little bit more truly, because they don't play. If this person is bad mood right now, something happened, they don't smile. It's okay. It's normal.
How does that compare to like Russian culture?
Yeah, we have a huge difference here. I think in Russian culture, and right now it's even more, we have this culture of aggression. So if you're more masculine, if you're if you show more aggressively, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Aggression?
Aggression, yeah, thank you. So you're better, or I don't know, somehow. So it's kind of cult of aggression in Russia last 10 years. I saw it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like even like with just in between people in a city, they would be like aggressive to each other.
Yeah. To the point when you start speaking. If you meet someone in the street, nobody smile for you. They just go and doing business, no smiling. I don't have time for this. I don't know you, so. But if you start talking in Saint Petersburg, and if you show you're polite and good person, no, they change immediately. They start smiling, maybe not necessary, but yeah, and they can. But in the streets, people not smiling. Yeah.
So are people like actually aggressive, like like hitting people and like violence, or is it an appearance of aggression of like, if I look mean, no one will talk to me? Is it more like that?
Just about looking. So no, if you in Russia we have so many policemen right now, police, and we have a lot of cameras. So everybody knew if they start fighting or something like this. It's take, I don't know, 1 day to find him. Even in the building in Russia where we have this pin code to the door, we have these cameras, and all these cameras connect to one system, police system. So if you come to the building, police actually have this video and face detection technology. So we don't have violence on the street. I think it will be changed because of war and because of people from the war, of course. And maybe it's changed right now. But when I was there, no, they just show this aggression, but not actually fighting in the street and all of this.
It's too strict for that to happen. The government will crack down if... So, I mean, it sounds like moving to France is like, I mean, it's a radically different country, a different environment, different culture, a different language. Is that an overwhelming thing to be in a different country where they do things so differently, or is it something that you enjoy?
Of course, it's something what I enjoy because my values, it's the same. About freedom, about freedom speech, about people rights. So yeah, it's the same for me. So for me, it's great. I feel here very safety, and it's totally understandable for me. So I feel better actually here. And about language, what you say, here I found something because in Russia we have 5,000 words from French language.
Ah, okay.
5,000, yeah. And even I found some rules when we have one end of the words in Russian. Mostly you can find something in French with the same start of the words and different ending. So I understand a lot of French words right now in the street. I can't speak like easy in French language right now, but I understand a lot of, So
yeah, there's like with all of the Indo-European languages, there's always a bunch of similarities that you can see. And I've seen videos like that too, where they talk about like, you know, for me, it's always going to be from the English perspective, right? So they'll say like in English, a word that ends in T-I-O-N in Spanish will always be C-I-O-N, and everything else will stay the same in the word. In the word. So they might say like, we might say nation, and they might say like nacion, you know, like, and then you can see the patterns, and it's not just with English and Spanish, like you're saying, even between Russian and French.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? That there are words that are the same, and it just goes to show like, you know, how much easier it is to learn languages that are related, even if they're distantly related, because that wouldn't work between Russian and Mandarin Chinese.
Yeah, no.
Right? You suddenly would go out the window. You'd have no reference points. That makes it a little bit easier. But I mean, they are still different languages. Like, what would you say the hardest aspect of learning French is?
For me right now, I understand how they create time in language. So I understand this architecture of language.
Like you mean like the conjugations, like verb conjugations?
Yeah. I understand this, so it's okay. But like in Russian, they have feminine and masculine type of words. And genders, yeah, and I don't understand, and it's not always you can understand it by how this words looking. You need to remember this is feminine, this is masculine, and it's a lot of information. Yeah, for me it's hard right now because you need to learn all these different articles, and it's affected all this phrase you create. So it's the hardest part.
Like Russian has genders as well, right?
Yeah.
But I would imagine that they're different. Different genders.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
This is a huge problem. Yeah.
So in French it's masculine, but in Russian it's feminine or whatever. Yeah.
Yes. It's here is problem. Yeah, because for me it's okay. It's masculine. Okay. I start to create, and my teacher, excusez-moi, monsieur. Ce n'est pas vrai. Okay.
I mean, like, at least you have the concept of genders, though. Like, because we don't have that in English at all. And so then when we go to learn a new language, there are so many languages that have genders. And the gender thing confuses me because it does feel like it's unnecessary. I don't know what it adds to the language in terms of understanding or comprehension. It doesn't make things more contextual. It doesn't do, I don't know what the benefit is. It's almost like making a language more complicated just for fun.
Maybe.
Like, let's just add some genders to that. Why not? And like I learned some German, and in German there's 3 genders even. They have the feminine, masculine, and then the neutral one.
Yeah,
and
in Russian it's the same. Yeah.
It's the same in Russian?
Yeah.
Okay. And it's like, now we're getting really complicated, but for what?
For what? Yeah.
Yeah. Now with German and with a lot of Slavic languages as well, it does make sense because the genders play a role in the cases, the case systems. Like German has 4 cases, the accusative, nominative, dative, genitive. And I think Russian has like 6 or 7 of those, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It has like instrumental and all different types of cases. And so I understand that you almost need the genders to play a role in that. But a language like French doesn't have cases, or Spanish as well. Yeah. But they still have the genders,
Yeah, and it's kind of hard for me right now to remember all of this.
Yeah, that is a lot. And so like in your day-to-day life, do you speak more English or more French now?
I try to speak more French. I almost don't speak French, actually, because in this city I have a huge diaspora from Ukraine and from Russia. So even cafe right now I have with Russian speakers. Okay. Ukrainian, so I can fluently speak both of this language. But I try to learn and speak more in French, because right now, after 1 year here, I start to understand, this actually country where I want to live, and I can imagine to live all my life here. It's really beautiful, and it's very comfortable for me, and society and the people, they are great. So I want to live here. So okay. Right now I understand, right now I need to learn. Okay, so I start and I try.
I mean, I think psychologically that makes a big difference. When you're committed to a country or a language or whatever it might be, you will learn much faster.
Yeah.
Once you decide that you're gonna do it, I really believe that anybody can learn any language. It doesn't matter. All you need is that motivation, So if you've decided, okay, France is my country, then you'll learn it really quickly, I think.
Yeah. You're right. It's really depends psychologically. How do you feel it? How do you think about it? And if you understand, okay, I will stay here. Yeah, definitely you just start learning, and no matter what, you just need it.
Yeah, it becomes a necessity. Like, I mean, if you go into a store in France and you want to, buy something, or you go to a restaurant or that kind of thing, do you speak French in those scenarios, or do people also speak a lot of English in France?
Right now I speak French because I know this 10, 15 phrase, and I understand what people want from me and what I need to say, so it's not a problem. About speaking in English, in Paris and in huge city like Paris, Marseille, Lyon, a lot of people speak English without problems. They have one problem with age, but you understand it's very fast. So it's not a problem to live in Paris and speak only English. A lot of people speak both of this language. But in the small city, no, it's really hard, because people, I think 95% people don't speak English. They actually understand it, and I think they learn it at school or some university, but they don't use it, and maybe they feel a little bit shame, and it's not comfortable because they don't have practice, and so if you're in small city without French, it's hard. You need to speak French.
And you mentioned that the city that you live in actually has a really big Russian and Ukrainian population.
Yeah.
Is that part of the reason that you chose to move there?
No. Actually, I didn't know. When we come to Paris, I didn't know how renting. How it's going to rent apartment in Paris. It's very difficult. And if you don't have papers, residence permit, and huge dossier about you, about your salary and all of this, it's impossible to take a long-term rental. And then we go to Lyon, and Lyon just, I don't know, I just don't really like this city, so it's not for me. I just feel like this, and okay, not Paris, not Lyon. We have Marseille, and I'm not sure about Marseille too. So I take the data from government, French government. They have a lot of data about violence, about cost of living, about all of this. And just create some Google Sheets and start to compare city. And because this analysis, I just find this little city, Chartres. And it's just low-cost rental, low-cost restaurants, 1 hour from Paris, and very low crime statistic. So okay, let's check it. And then we come here, and then I found a huge community here. It was
just win.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah, okay.
All of that, and there are a bunch of other Russians and Ukrainians there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Most of these people, Ukrainians, of course, it's understandable. Yeah, but it's great people. We communicate a lot. We speak a lot. So, yeah, we don't have this problems between Russian and Ukrainian.
If you're in a different country, I guess it becomes different, right?
Yeah. And I think Ukrainian people understand. They understand if you move in Russia after this war was beginning, maybe you are a normal person and you don't want to fight with these people. So
yeah. Yeah, it kind of shows your political stance if you're outside of the country. If you're not in Russia right now, it shows probably your values. What about the cost of living in France? You said that the city that you found has more affordable rent and restaurants and things like that. How does it compare to where you were living in Saint Petersburg?
Right now, it's hard to compare because last 3 years price around the world grown up.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so if we compare how much I spent money in the city and how much money spent my friends, for example, only for rental, I think we pay less than my friends in Saint Petersburg right now.
Okay.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's cheaper in France.
Yeah.
At least where you're at.
Yeah. If we compare Paris, of course it's not so cheap. No, it's bigger than Saint Petersburg right now. If you're interested, I can say how much we spent here.
Sure.
For 45 meters apartment in city center, we pay 650.
650 euros?
Yeah.
And that's a one-bedroom apartment?
Yeah, with a big zal, how to say, with one big room, one
Okay,
bedroom
like a studio apartment. Like, is there? It's all just one room. The entire apartment is one room.
No. We have two rooms. One room is bedroom, and one it's just big.
The living space, like the living room.
Space.
Yeah. Wow. So a one-bedroom apartment in this city. What is the city called again?
Schachter.
So it's 650 euros for a one-bedroom apartment in the city center. That's, I mean, if I convert that to like Canadian dollars, that's got to be like, it's maybe 850 Canadian dollars, $900. That's very cheap. Like we almost pay 3 times that in Vancouver for a 2-bedroom place.
That's crazy.
So for me, that sounds extremely cheap.
Yeah, and it's not cheaper. My friends from the city, they rent in not in the center. They pay for 400. Yeah.
400.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, seriously.
So, like you said that in France they have a really high standard of living. Like you get lots of vacation days from your job. You have to take your lunch outside of the office. You can't eat and work, and everything is cheaper as well. Like, what's the downside? Is there? It sounds all good.
I think it's not easy to find a job here, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure because I don't have right now this experience. I have my clients and I work independently. But I have a couple of friends here and it was hard to find a job with contract, long time contract, you know. Maybe this is how to say hard part.
Yeah It kind of sounds like one of those systems where when you get in you're good, but it's hard to get in.
yeah absolutely. Yeah.
So you're working as a filmmaker now. You said you're doing it kind of like on a contract basis or like freelance, or how does that work?
I work like artistator. It's entrepreneur. I don't know it's correctly in English.
An entrepreneur, is like a business owner, like someone who has their own business.
Yeah. Just without company, but for myself. And I have one big client in Russia. It's a company which produce cosmetics. And do some montage, video editing, and mostly I work like a project manager in IT for this company. But after I come to France, I need to work like artist. So I will move out from this company, and I looking for clients right now because I knew how to edit videos, and I knew how to create documentary videos. I have experience in this, and I really like it. But I need to change it right now from Russian language to French. Yeah.
So you're looking for like French clients that you can work with, either video editing or like working on documentaries and things like that.
Yeah. I wanted to create my YouTube channel, but and I understand how much mistake I do in my channel, and sometimes I do it with fully understanding what I doing wrong, but you know. I don't want to go only for one niche in my channel. I don't want to create something, some type of cliche, you know. So yeah, of course I want to create my YouTube channel, but right now I don't have a lot of time for this, and I understand this channel will be. How to say, this channel can create a lot of money for you, but you need to spend for this 1 year or two with publishing every week one long form and 3 shorts. So it's a lot of time. Yeah. So
yeah, it's a lot of time that you don't get paid for, right? At the beginning.
Yeah. So this is why I looking right now something with relative to video and IT. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that sounds exciting. I mean, it's looking at your YouTube channel, it's obvious that you're a very creative guy. The videos are very well produced. I mean, that's how I found you, was through one of your YouTube videos about your experience moving to France. I think you said that you don't want to focus on one kind of niche in particular.
Yeah.
And so, would you do like? Does that mean that you would make videos about, you know, other things that you're interested in, or would it be about other countries? Or because you made a lot of videos now about your life in France, is that right?
Yeah. You know, it's not only about theme, not only about format. I think, for example, in YouTube right now, you can upload two different sound for your video, different language, and
the auto dubbing feature.
Yeah. Thank you. So if I tried, I always create a video on my channel. It's my broken English, and this is fine for me. And some people look this video and okay. But then I just think maybe I can try in Russian, and this where algorithm is just don't understand me and what I doing. So I understand it can be harmful for our channel, but I will try it anyway because it's interesting for me, and I know if I take interview with my friends, I don't know, psychotherapists, it can be interesting for me, but for algorithm it's a bad signal because people who come to my channel and they're looking only something about France, it's this type of content not for there. And I understand it will be bad for channel, but you know, I don't know. I just don't want to be in this shore. So where going all the creativity?
Right. I mean, that's the balance of being a content creator. There's always that balance of doing something that you enjoy creatively, something that you find enriching or rewarding, and then also wanting to produce something that other people want to watch.
Yeah.
And then there's like a balance. It's like you can't do it only for other people, because then you'll stop doing it. As a creator, it'll just kill your creativity. But at the same time, if you only do it for yourself, it's not super marketable for other people,
Yes.
right? And so where's the balance in that? And it's definitely something that I think all creators are confronted with at some point, because you can make a handful of videos, and it doesn't matter what the topic is. You can say, I'm not really interested in this, but I'll make 5 videos about it. That's fine. But then you also have to think, years down the road, are you still going to be happy making this type of video, right? How long can you do this for? Because YouTube is a long game. Like you said, it might take you a year or two to even make any money at all. And if you don't like it, you won't keep doing it. It's tricky. And that's something that I've thought a lot about as well, working on YouTube and YouTube videos. It's definitely part of the job, but Stepan, thank you so much for having this conversation with me. I appreciate this.
Thank you for calling. It was interesting.
Yeah, it was really interesting for me. I feel like I learned a lot, about Russia and about France, of course. We were just talking about your YouTube channel. Tell people how they can find that and watch your content online.
My channel called Stepan Odyssey, and I think you can put link to description of this video, and maybe we try this new feature.
The collab one.
Collab, So
for sure. I'll put the link in the description for sure, and then they can find it that way. And then if it works to do the collaboration thing, I'm happy to do that as well. I've never done it before, but let's do it. That sounds good.
Let's try.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Sweet. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you later.